Hi. One of my projects for this winter is a thing called Celtic Tiger. I promised Craig Rua from Belfast that I would write an Irish record. I don't think they believe me, but I'm working on it now. This is for my children and grandchildren, sort of let them know a bit of their history, what their dad's up to. This song is called Line Gang, and it was when I worked as a labourer on the rural electrification scheme in West Wicklow in the mid-60s. I was 16 at the time, and it was a summer job got for me by relatives who had a bit of pull, so I got on the gang. And we were wiring up cottages around the town of Ballymore, which is the highest one in Kildare, and across the lake, Palafuca Lake, which was backed up from Palafuca Dam, and that's the Blessington Lake, which is the main reservoir for Dublin, or was the main reservoir for Dublin. But a lot of the cottages around that area were still lit by oil lamps, and the place where I'm mentioning the half line is a village called Ballynockin, which was the stone quarry, and a lot of the buildings in London and Dublin are faced with granite stone that was taken from that quarry. And the day I was there, I found this line that was half cut, and asked the guy, "What's this?" He says, "Well, that line was meant for Stormont in Belfast, but they reneged on the contract, so the boys didn't finish it. So it's lying there, or it was lying there anyway, sort of misused." Some things I use in the song. Tapping is what you do when you're going up the line. You have a stick or a bucket and bang the pole, so you can tell by the sound of the pole whether it's rotten or not. And these poles can last up to 30 years with creosote on them, and they're 6'6" down in the ground, and they were all done in those days by hand, so people would drag them in with drag lines. And where it says we formed up in line is everybody would stand and they'd have their shovel up like that, and the ganger would say, move that way, and okay, make a mark, and you would make the mark where you had to dig your hole. It would take you a day to dig a hole. It's very hard graft, and if you hit granite, you needed another guy down in the hole with you with a crowbar to break the rock. And one guy used to dig really narrow holes because he didn't want to shove so much muck, and he was always difficult to try and get the stones out of his holes. Anything else? Yeah, this is for people in America. This is hill country, and it's what you call moonshine, and we call potching making. Used to happen up there. And for other people in America, there was a great guerrilla fighter called Michael Dwyer, who held out against the Redcoats for a number of years after the 1798 rebellion. Now, I'm descended from some Presbyterians who took part in that up in Antrim, and they moved down south after all the fighting, and I'm descended from then. And one relative has a cottage named after him over in West Wicklow, where he took the bullets to make Dwyer escape. A bit of history. If you look it up on the Google, you'll find Ballynockin, West Wicklow, Michael Dwyer, all stuff like that, Palafuca Dam, and the history of it. Anyway, here we go. Right. And this thing has only got 2 chords, C and G, so on a G string banjo it's very easy to play. I went digging pole holes in 1966, first in Ballynockin, where the Stormont half-line lay, half buried in a quarry, a symbol of defeat of a united, peaceful country that could finally take its place. I walked the line from the Cullen Road, tapping as I went to Palafuca Station, where we found the fault. An overhanging branch touching on the line, and trucking out the power supply to have the town in Nace. kept the logbook, a note for every pole that would need replacing by number, date and hole. He noted where the land sagged, he talked a happy tale of days up in the mountains when cares just fell away. I ripped my corduroy breeches, climbing o'er a fence. Well, a kindly lonely woman stitched them when we stopped. Give the news occurring in the town below. A drop of tea, some soda bread, we were on our way. We wired the scattered cottages surrounding Ballymore. When all lamps were replaced with light forevermore. God bless you boys, the woman said, when we finally placed the lamp on a double-seated privet across the small farmyard. West Wicklow Rural Project to spread the wondrous gift of electric light and comfort. It was the people's right. We dug holes in the sunshine, we dug holes in the rain. We decided where to place a hole by forming up in the line. Dick Kelly was the ganger, he ran a happy crew. We bowed to his wisdom, that's not strictly true. The day we wired the chemist shop in the square of Ballymore, the crew disappeared one by one through Eddie Gordon's door. We found them pitching horseshoes and down in pints of plain. Ah, Jesus, boys, I'll join you. We'll come back another day.